The world has witnessed legends whose voices had the power to move nations, but behind the curtain of fame, they were leaning on toxic escapes, substances that first fueled their art and then slowly consumed their very existence. The merchants of this industry built empires on their names, but failed to provide the peace these souls craved. They gave the world everything, yet they never found the lifeline that Eminem found in Dr. Dre, a bond that pulled him back from the edge. Today, we expose the cold, corporate heart of the music industry, a machine that values profit over people, while our generations pay the ultimate price. These are not just names, they are the echoes of unfinished dreams that this cold industry treated as nothing more than profit-making machines. Number 1. Elvis Presley, the king. The man who electrified the world on stage was silently drowning behind the curtains under the weight of his prescriptions.
Baby, if I made you mad, if you feel like you've been had, please let's forget the past. Before I kick you, don't be cruel to a heart is true.
The king who taught the world to dance died a lonely man in his own palace, pleading for a peace that never came. Number 2. Michael Jackson, the king of pop. The greatest star the world had ever seen, who in his final nights was dependent on medical aid just for a few moments of sleep. The heartbeat of millions faded away, while he craved a single true friend and a moment of natural rest. Number 3. Whitney Houston. The voice that made love immortal was herself consumed by inner isolation and toxic escapes.
But above all this, I wish you love.
Her voice gave life to souls, but when her own light was flickering out in that hotel room, there was only a cold, deafening silence. Number 4. Prince. A musical genius who could play every instrument, but was taken from us by the very substances meant to numb his physical pain. The man who painted the world in purple rain was found completely alone on his final journey inside an elevator. Number 5. Jimi Hendrix. The king of guitar who redefined music only to lose his life in a dark haze of unconsciousness. His guitar strings still vibrate today, but he left far too soon to hear the echoes of his own revolution. Number 6. Janis Joplin. The raw, powerful voice that served as a healing balm for broken hearts, yet fell victim to habits that exceeded all limits.
Each time I tell myself that I think I've had enough work. I'm gonna show you, baby, that a woman can be tough. Won't you keep on, dig it?
She poured her entire heart into her songs, but on that final night, there was no one to share her burden. Number 7. Jim Morrison. The poet who sang the end, and met his own mysterious silence in a bathtub in Paris.
This is the end, beautiful friend. This is the end.
He was the master of words, but on the final page of his life, he had nothing left to say. Number 8. Amy Winehouse. She turned her agony into jazz, but the world kept clapping for her pain until her heart simply couldn't beat anymore.
I ain't got the time, and if my daddy thinks I'm fine, just try to make me go to rehab. I won't go.
We watched her break and called it art, right until the moment she turned to ashes. Number 9. Kurt Cobain. The hero of a generation who hated the spotlight and finally chose to escape the noise on his own terms. He wrote that it's better to burn out than to fade away, and he truly became a falling star that burnt too bright to last. Number 10. Mac Miller. Poison with no return. Number 11. Juice WRLD. He recorded his legendary verse on Godzilla with Eminem, but he never lived to see the impact of his own genius.
Monster, you get in my way, I'ma feed you to the monster. I'm normal during the day, but at night turn to a monster. When the moon shines like ice road truckers, I look like a villain out of those blockbusters.
While the world was amazed by his lightning-fast words, He was taking his final, slowest breaths on a cold airport floor. He found wealth, but he never found the protector who could have saved him. In a world where music labels often treat stars like disposable commodities, one story stands as a beacon of hope. By the late 2000s, the rap god himself was losing his footing. Eminem was caught in a dangerous spiral, his health failing, and his creative spark dimming under the weight of personal battles and dependency. He was dangerously close to becoming another tragic name on that list we just read. But unlike the corporate vultures who push artists to perform until they break, Dr. Dre stepped in. He didn't see a product or a revenue stream, he saw a brother. While others were waiting for the next hit, Dre was focused on the healing. He provided the one thing the industry rarely offers: time and unwavering loyalty. When Eminem hit his lowest point, Dre didn't turn his back. He held the rope while Marshall climbed out of the abyss. Because of this bond, Eminem didn't just survive, he conquered. He returned with recovery, proving to the world that you can defeat your demons if you have a protector standing by your side. This is the ultimate lesson. In an industry full of predators, Eminem is still with us because he had a true mentor who valued the man over the music. In this cold machinery of fame, industry moguls often view artists as mere assets, tools to be used until they are worn out. They forget that at the core of every great artist lies an incredibly sensitive soul. While the businessman is often blinded by the hunger for profit, we must break this cycle. Look around you. Someone you know might be silently screaming for help. Don't wait for a tragedy to realize their worth. Be the lifeline they need today. Reach out, offer your presence, and heal a heart before it's too late. Sometimes the greatest hit is just saving a life. Just like the artists we spoke of, we too thrive on your connection. Your support is the lifeline that empowers us to continue telling these untold stories. Stand with us, and let's keep the conversation alive.